Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2024 and another part of our Lotus Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Singapore Grand Prix, looking to hold on to 7th position in the championship. We're starting to get a little bit close to comfort in terms of the number of parts we've got for the rest of the season, and we need to make sure that we pass the cost cap because we cannot go into debt. That would be an absolute disaster. But thank you very much for the support on the series so far. If you are enjoying, give it a big thumbs up down below. And without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action then here for this Grand Prix. It's going to be an interesting one in Singapore. Obviously, tight and twisty circuit. And we are also keeping an eye on, will Mick Schumacher renew his contract with us? That is a big question mark that is hanging over the team. Now, we've done some side pods research. I think it is worth researching another part. Let's just have a little look at the cost cap. We've got £17.5 million left. We've got 1 million in the bank at the moment. We do need to have a little look at our engine units for the rest of the season. Now, we've still got 44% left on that one for Nico Hülkenberg. I think the engines will be fine to last for the rest of the year, and his gearbox. Pardon me. Let's have a think about Mick. He's probably going to be okay on engine, just about. He has got his third ERS. And then gearbox, yeah, he's going to probably need another gearbox come the end of the year. So we're looking at, what, 6 million is going to go at least on engine parts from now until the end of the year. Where else could we make savings? We're not going to develop the car anymore. That is that for the car. I don't know whether the facilities, whether that's going to count the sort of monthly upkeep. We're going to go with no. So we can fit in another research project. Probably just one more to go this season. And it's maybe going to be on the suspension. So that we've at least researched every little bit that we can. This is all we can do for now. We're going to focus a little bit on tyre preservation and drag reduction. Everything else will be absolutely fine. And we're going to put 6 engineers on it. And we're actually going to edit this one, put 2 more engineers on that one as well. Perfect. Right. So we've got 54,000 left. Got some manufacturing complete here. And there we go then. Mick Schumacher has accepted his contract. He will be joining us next season and will be with us for the next 3 years. I think that that's a good hire. So Mick Schumacher is renewed for the next couple of seasons. That's a big one. A big sort of weight off our shoulders. It does put us into debt temporarily. Hopefully we will finish well in the race coming up. I think he should be happy now-ish. Yeah, okay. All right, let's have a look at the cars. Can we get them equal again? So that looks fine. Front wing, yeah, we've got that on both cars now. That's fine. Underfloor looks okay. And suspension looks okay. So he shouldn't be disappointed now about the cars. That all looks fine to me. Right. How are we doing in terms of cost cap now? Yeah. I think that's all good. Yeah, we've got 16 million left. That's fine. Right, let's get ourselves into the weekend then. Ready and raring to go. we are going to say that Nico Hülkenberg is going to finish 15th. And we're going to say that Mick Schumacher is going to finish 19th. We're going to just take it easy a little bit on performance. Just because we need the money. We absolutely need the money. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, we will lose out on a little bit of money there, but we need to get out of debt quickly. And hopefully that'll happen after this weekend.
The season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. The Marina Bay Street Circuit is lit up and ready for action, looking like some sort of scene from a science fiction movie. But the competition is real, and nothing else can deliver quite like Formula One. Lando Norris delivered for his team in the last race and will head into this weekend with plenty of confidence. Can the Brit bring it home in this round too? Our weekend action starts here.
Okay, let's get into the weekend then. I'll get on with a practice and I'll see you for a rainy qualifying.
On top, as qualifying gets underway.
Executing the perfect qualifying lap around Singapore comes down to absolute precision. The circuit needs high downforce and a good suspension to maximize grip on the bumpy street surface.
Now there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
They had an excellent performance in practice, setting a solid lap time. They must be feeling confident. But confidence doesn't necessarily mean success in Formula One.
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Right then, here we go. We are ready for qualifying. It could well be a wet one. We know that that's a possibility. We're going to have to be very, very careful out there and make sure that we're in the right place at the right time. That's the plan anyway. In terms of the condition of Nico's stuff, he's just going to have to deal with it at this point. There's not really a great deal more that we can do at this stage. I think this will be 100% though on Mick Schumacher's car if we can get that working. We just have to save up the funds now to go and buy some new engine parts. I think that's what we're going to save up and do. We've got our last research project off and running. I know, you know, we could go into the cost cap or go over the cost cap and
ready for the green light.
You know, it might benefit us next season, but I think for the long-term sustainability of the team, we need to be careful. We need to get through this season with the parts out there. And well, there you go. Nico Hülkenberg goes quicker.
That was a good lap.
And we'll see
So you go in,
just how quick that ends up being.
Copy.
Obviously struggled a little bit at the last round to match the likes of Albon. But both cars currently through to Q2. I'm going to send them out there on a second run very, very shortly. Is the rain going to come? No. There was a tiny bit of rain. Yeah, I just forgot about the rain, I'm going to be honest there. Right, we can send them out now, so Schumacher's going to head out. Hülkenberg's going to follow him.
Now we've an incident here. Kevin Magnussen, it looks like.
Magnussen has crashed. He's probably one of the only ones you would think that can challenge. Yeah, it's a yellow first sector for both drivers. Not ideal. Middle sectors where we can hopefully see some improvement. Schumacher has improved. Hülkenberg hasn't. And they come round the final corner now. Here comes Mick Schumacher over the line. It's no improvement for him, no improvement for Hulkenberg.
P15.
So we have to hope that that is enough to get through. And I think it is. So 14th and 15th back through to Q2 then. And it is intermediate conditions as we expected. For Q2, we're going to just switch up Hulkenberg's front wing. Now, let's see. Truck details. It is going to get wet. It is going to get dry towards the end. So we are going to wait in the
That's great.
in the pits until the end of the session. Where we think it is going to get a little bit drier. And we're going to risk it. Everybody else is getting out there, putting in a bank of time. We're going to leave it to the very last laps of the session. You can see it is getting drier out there. Is it going to get as dry as we hope for? I'm not sure. It's decision time now, isn't it? Well, Hulkenberg we're going to send out there on soft tyres. Schumacher we're going to send out there on intermediates. We're going to give Hulkenberg a 2-lap run. And send him out there now. We're going to do the same with Schumacher. And we'll see what we can pull off here. There you go, track is now dry. So it's going to come down to who gets over the line last here. But I think Hulkenberg is in a great position to get through into the top 10. So let's see. Is Hulkenberg going to go quicker than the other guys out there? Well, he's gone green in Sector 1, but that's what you'd expect. Now, what's Schumacher? Well, Schumacher's gone 0.2 quicker than his teammate in Sector 1 here. Now, through the middle sector on these soft tyres, he's done a 41.2. That plays a 40.9, so it looks like intermediates were the way to go. Hulkenberg's going to come over the line. What's he going to manage here? Over the line he goes. He goes 9th. What about Schumacher? He's over the line and he goes 8th. So both drivers are through as it stands. Who's still out there putting in laps? Piastri's out there. He's on a flying lap. And he's going purple. So I think Piastri's going to get past Hulkenberg. Perez is out there as well. Piastri goes fastest. Perez over the line. He goes 4th. So there we are. Both drivers are out of qualifying. Well, that is a shame, isn't it? It's going to be 11th and 12th. It was just a case of last man over the line, really. Zhou goes 12th. And missed opportunity potentially there to get through into the top 10 shootout. But we are out of qualifying. It's going to be 11th or 10th and 11th on the grid, I think, once Daniel Ricciardo's penalty comes through. But it's Lando Norris who is on pole position. Carlos Sainz in second there. Piastri third. Yuki Tsunoda continuing his good form. He will start 5th tomorrow.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall.
Singapore streets are a constant challenge for drivers where one lapse in concentration can easily see them hit the wall. Downforce is the name of the game here, and teams will need to add as much as possible to gain an advantage. Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Well, there you go then. There are the setups. So Hulkenberg very, very close to 100%, 97% for him, 100% for Mick Schumacher. And we are ready to rock and roll in the Singapore Grand Prix. Okay, so let's have a look at the strategy then. Quick look at all of these possible methods. Two-stop is looking good. I mean, do we even consider a three-stop in there? Well, we're not going to do a one-stop, so let's change this one into a three-stop, huh? So if we started with the soft tyres, maybe ended with the soft tyres. Let's have a little look at this. This is looking decent. Being aggressive on those hard tyres in the middle of the race, but still that looks quicker. But it's been very, very soft on your tyres. I think let's risk it. Let's risk the three-stopper with, although it does take a long time through the pits at this race. We can probably just about manage it, can't we? Try and go for something like that with Nico. So starting on those soft tyres, going on to the hards, ending on the mediums. Now with Mick Schumacher. What compounds does he have? Does he have any? Does he have any soft tyres left? That's a real question here. He has got two softs. So could we do soft, soft, medium, medium? Would that be a possibility? Or medium, medium, soft, soft? Would that be a quicker way of doing this? It would be just about as quick. Yeah. Maybe that's the way to do it, but maybe we swap this around. And then, yeah, so soft, soft, medium, medium. Let's go for that with Mick. But again, that's looking fairly slow. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know what the fastest way to play this race is. I mean, what's he looking at? 1:37.54. He's looking at 1:37.53. So technically, Mick Schumacher's way is quicker. So let's see what he can do. Let's give him a go. For Nico, we will be aggressive at the start. Let's get into it. Here we go for the Singapore Grand Prix.
Anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Now I wonder, will things be going Lando Norris's way in this race?
They're on pole and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
And it looks like we're good to go. We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix.
Well, we're ready for the lights then.
And it's
Lights out and away we go. Here in Singapore.
You got it, dude.
Let's keep an eye on Mick Schumacher. He can't stay ahead of his teammate Nico Hülkenberg early on here. That's a bit of a shame. Let's deploy the
Mode push.
ERS as well. But Lando Norris leads the race ahead of Oscar Piastri in second. It is difficult to overtake around Singapore. So I think we have to be a little bit careful out there. Not to push too hard. Went for an inside line there. Might have a go around the outside of Alonso here. Not quite. And yeah, Nico Hülkenberg stays on the back of Fernando Alonso through lap 1. Let's have a little look at tyre selection. Pretty much everybody has gone for softs in their first stint. And Nico does have DRS here, and he is going to have a look at Fernando Alonso. He's got the inside line here, goes down the inside, and he is through. And that is a huge move early on here for Nico Hülkenberg, up into 9th place. But Fernando Alonso is fighting back. They're still side by side here, but surely Nico is going to finish the move, and he does do that. And he has DRS as well, which is very nice to see. So well done to Nico Hülkenberg. Good start for him. And now Mick Schumacher. Gonna just drop off a little bit here. Nico Hülkenberg, he's gonna keep pushing as hard as he can. And Fernando manages to get back past. It's what we expected to happen. As Russell has now overtaken Mick. But time to zoom through a little bit. I think we will struggle against the cars that are attacking a little bit more. But their tyres are surely going to really struggle by the end of this race. Yeah, Mick Schumacher dropping back. Hülkenberg dropping back. This might not be the fastest way around this circuit. Hülkenberg passed by Hamilton now, down to 12th on the road. Gets back past Lewis. I'd like to see that. Yeah, it was a good move round the outside. Hamilton just taking a bit too tight an entry into that corner. He is through though. Very good there. As Albon has overtaken Mick Schumacher now. So quick look at tyres. Looks like lots of people are looking after their tyres out there. Some people really aren't. It's an odd mix. So Hülkenberg coming in lap 14. Schumacher coming in lap 16. On to lap 10 already. But as you can see, it is pretty tricky to overtake round here.
Now's our window, Nico.
Copy.
There goes Hamilton, and he is finally through on Nico. Well, Hulkenberg straight back through with the DRS, so doing well to stay circa 11th place at the moment. Tyres getting on. Verstappen's tyres look like they're about to go. Schumacher just behind Lewis Hamilton here. We are going to bring in Nico Hulkenberg this lap. So
Oh no, that's a
be
slow
as aggressive
pit
as you
stop
can be. And Hulkenberg in. Here he comes. It's a very, very slow pit lane, this one. So you do lose a lot of time in the pits. But it's a decent pit stop, 2.7. Hulkenberg back out in 20th place. And a couple of seconds ahead of the Alpine. Okay, Mick Schumacher still following Lewis Hamilton. He's coming in this lap, so let's be aggressive with Mick Schumacher. He's going to be going back on to another set of soft tyres. We'll see how he gets on. There is obviously the possibility of safety cars and all that sort of stuff. And, well, Emerson and Enzo Fittipaldi has crashed. Yeah, just lost the back end. Into the wall he goes. He's okay. Could have been a lot worse. He has got a puncture. He'll be struggling around the track. But here comes Mick Schumacher then into the pit lane. And, well, Hamilton joins him. So, battle of the pit stops here. And there could be a decent undercut available here. Yeah, very good. Just out behind Lewis Hamilton. He is on the soft tyres compared to Hamilton on the medium tyres. So, we'll see how that goes. Typically a very difficult circuit on the tyres. Now Hulkenberg does need to make it past this Kick-Sauber pretty quickly. And he has got a chance here. He's had better traction, goes down the inside, and he is through. And Bottas is coming in as well this lap. Let's deploy, try and get away from Zhou Guanyu. In the clutches of Hamilton. And Schumacher. Schumacher not making it past. To eventually make it. So 13th and 15th right now. About to catch Kevin Magnussen. He's on old mediums. Daniel Ricciardo, the only other one out there who hasn't pitted yet. Along with the two leaders, but they're not exactly in our race. Hulkenberg right behind Daniel Ricciardo then. And well, Mick Schumacher does get past Lewis Hamilton. Not for very long. Give him a bit of overtake and he goes round the outside and that's beautifully done. I might say to Hulkenberg, don't fight Mick here. Make something very quick. He is through. Nicely done. Let's see what Mick Schumacher can do on those soft tyres. Hamilton right behind Hülkenberg now. Made it past pretty easily. Looks like Hamilton might be using his ERS because he is right on the back of Schumacher. We're on lap 26 of 63 here. I'm not sure we're really in the game for points today. Not sure that's where our race lies. As Hamilton now overtakes Schumacher. Let's have a little look. So Schumacher coming in very, very shortly. But we're a long way behind George Russell.
Copy.
But safety cars could very much change this race. And Schumacher coming in. Feel like we might as well try and come in this lap. He's losing time. So in he comes. Mick Schumacher into the pit lane. Let's have a look at what sort of time we can get from him. It's a slow one, 4.3. That's annoying.
Down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
It's a 4.2 second pit stop. And then when is Hülkenberg coming in? He's coming in lap 40. So time to really zoom it. Hülkenberg about to get lapped.
No more overtaking.
But he makes it past Lewis. It's pretty good. Mick Schumacher now on the medium compound tyre. We should be okay on that medium compound until the next round of pit stops. But, well, we are closing in on Russell. Let's have a look at Russell's tyres. They're pretty low, as are Hamilton's, so Hülkenberg doing a decent job here. Could get up to 11th fairly soon. And then it's a case of hoping for retirement, and you can squeak into 10th place. And we have some yellow flags out there. There is a crash. And I think it's Esteban Ocon. Let's have a little look at what's happened to Esteban. I think he's just going to lose the rear end. Oh, it was a big lockup, actually. Oh, dear. Just went straight into the barrier. Hülkenberg now through on the two Mercedes cars. Needs to attack this lap. Will be coming in, putting onto the medium tyres. Hamilton held up by his teammate Russell. They've gone onto the hard compound. Well, then here we come with Nico Hülkenberg into the pit lane. This is a big pit stop. If we can get a quick one here, we could be out in front of Russell and Hamilton. So in he comes. Has gone through. It's a 2.6 second pit stop. He's going to come out just in front of Lewis Hamilton. Only just. So now Hülkenberg goes to the end of this race, and it is going to be a race-long battle with Lewis. Mick Schumacher currently in 12th place. Doing a decent job. Currently following around Sergio Perez. That's going to help his lap times. He's actually unlapped himself on Perez. So not too far behind Alex Albon, 3 seconds. Albon will be coming into the pits soon. So this is net position that we're looking at here. So still 2.6, but he is closing in lap after lap. He's about half a second quicker over the lap than Albon. Schumacher coming in the next couple of laps. Albon's in the pits. Right now is the chance for Schumacher to push. He's going to push hard on this in lap. Personal bests, and here he comes into the pit lane. This is a very important pit stop for Mick Schumacher. He drops down to 14th as it stands. Can he come out in front of Albon? 2.8 seconds. It's not a very good pit stop, but he is back out side by side there with a RB, but he is in front of Alex Albon. And that is brilliant for Mick Schumacher. Now then, we've got Russell, Hamilton and Hülkenberg battling it out for 11th, 12th and 13th. With Hülkenberg, we're looking after the tyres. Those two guys are absolutely pushing it. And I think they're going to struggle to make it to the end of the race. Verstappen makes a move. Hülkenberg takes advantage of George Russell being slow there. And of course, George Russell has a mechanical fault. So that could be the end of that battle for Russell. He's down in 13th now. Hülkenberg and Hamilton are going to battle it out for first position here. In the bottom 10. And Hülkenberg has a decent gap on the other guys. This has worked out quite nicely. And of course, if there's any retirements in the top 10, Hülkenberg is in prime position to take advantage. Mick Schumacher in a similar position. Hamilton's in. So Hamilton has come into the pit lane. He has gone onto the soft tyres, I presume. Yeah. I think Russell's going to be doing the same. Don't know about any of the top 10 there. But Hülkenberg doing a good job on his mediums right now. But he is 46.5 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. He is very much hoping for a retirement. Here goes Schumacher then. He's now passed George Russell. Mick Schumacher in 12th place. And it's been a very good weekend for him You can see he is pulling away from Albon now. So it's been a good weekend for Mick Schumacher. He's going to finish in 12th place by the looks of things, unless Lewis Hamilton gets through and catches. I feel like that is unlikely. Well, we got 5 laps to go. Not long until the end of this race. Doesn't look like there's going to be any retirements. Doesn't look like there's going to be any safety cars. It is going to be a fabulous 11th place, though, for...
Lots of crashes.
Oh, yeah, well, just as I was saying, we have had a crash. Who has crashed? It looks like Lewis Hamilton. And is that one of the top 10 runners there? I think it is.
That's a big hit.
Yeah. I think that was Stroll or Alonso there. It was Alonso, but no damage to Fernando's car. Right, okay, so chance for Hulkenberg to attack a little bit here. Same for Schumacher. See if they can get some personal bests in there.
So what DRS? Copy.
And it is the final lap of this Singapore Grand Prix, and it's Carlos Sainz who is leading it. He's done a good job out there controlling the race on the two-stop strategy. And, well, Hulkenberg's done a fabulous job, hasn't he? He's really done a fantastic job. He's going to come over the line now. And that's going to be his fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It was a 1:35.7. And Schumacher going even quicker than that. Schumacher finishes the race just behind Carlos Sainz and Perez. Piastri and Norris also finishing on the podium. Leclerc finishes 4th. Hulkenberg is going to finish 11th. I don't think there's going to be any improvement on that. But brilliant for Mick Schumacher to finish in the top 12. First time this season, his best result, and that will shoot him up the World Championship order. Well, Nico Hulkenberg. I don't want to get a puncture here.
We need to save some fuel because we're not going to finish.
Well, he doesn't need to worry about fuel. Here comes Nico Hulkenberg. He's going to come over the line and finish in 11th place. Well played.
Checkered flag, Nico, checkered flag. Okay, so that was...
so I think the two-stopper was the way to go.
You hung in there with a difficult
but only
car.
15 seconds between Hulkenberg and Mick Schumacher.
Thank you.
Schumacher possibly would have finished 11th today had it not been
wait 3 seconds and...
for that third pit
See
stop.
Mick Schumacher now after a challenging race.
Just out of the points today with a P12 finish in the end.
And Carlos Sainz heading up to the podium now, the Spaniard adding another to his record.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
So Sainz's second win. The McLaren's up there on the podium
You've got to
again.
think that Singapore will be buzzing now for many hours to come. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Coming up next, we'll be crossing the pond all the way to Texas for the twists and turns of the United States Grand Prix.
Well, very good. Carlos Sainz wins ahead of Piastri in second. Norris third, Leclerc fourth with Max Verstappen in fifth. Stroll finishes sixth ahead of Tsunoda, Perez, Alonso. And Daniel Ricciardo rounds out the top 10. Hulkenberg 11th and Schumacher 12th in probably our best team performance of the season. Into the Drivers' Championship then, Leclerc now leads by 8 points over Max Verstappen. Norris on 311, Sainz another 40 points back. If you have a look though, Mick Schumacher, 16th, he's gone up to, hasn't gone above Kevin Magnussen. It would be nice if he did though. And we are still in 7th position in the Championship Constructors. None of the top 10 pit stops were from from Lotus teams today. But yeah, we had some decent pit stops in there, and we made £657,000 profit. We could have actually went for the upper amount with both drivers, but we needed to get out of debt, and that's exactly what we did. So we are very, very happy with that, and yeah, we can be very happy overall. So if you have enjoyed this episode, then give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.